Greetings everyone, Core here, and this is just kind of a, not really a movie review, it's more like a update and just kind of just whatever kind of video, more of a vlog than anything else. For one thing, I just came back from RWBY, the season 5 premiere in my local theater, which was AMC, which was cool because it had nice, reclining seats and everything, and it was I was kind of iffy if I wanted to because technically, the premiere does come out this week anyway, so I see it maybe a day, 2 days early, but still, like, my friend kind of talked me into it, just because, like, it just seemed like such a big event because RWBY started from literally nothing, from just it was created, no backstory, no nothing. It was it picked parts from the Grimm fairy tales by Monty Ohm. He helped create this whole world, which, when you hear stories about him, he had this thing planned, years in advance, and that's pretty impressive, for a creator to have so much developed, and he's been working on it ever since, forever, and he got Rooster Teeth, and, he was one of the lead animators there, and they gave him a shot, they let him do his thing, and he showed what he can do, and it was impressive. The story is, of course, unfortunately, he had passed away, I believe after the second season it was, or right towards the end of the second season, and it was just like, it was just a freak thing. It was a hospital exam checkup, and it just had a bad reaction, and unfortunately he never recovered from it. It's sad to see someone so talented, that had this grand scheme of a story, and go so early. But it's I mean, the sadder thing is, like, we see that so much, but nonetheless, luckily he had a lot of good talent, a lot of creative people behind him that helped continue his story, and I'm sure this is probably where he would have led a lot of it too. And it shows how much that the writers and the other creators and everyone, really love this series, and how they continue it, in Monty's pretty much in memory of Monty. So that's really cool to see how far it's gotten, how much support it's gotten too behind it, and just how big it's gotten over the last, this is the 5th season's premiering, 5 years is incredible. They have a video game, I believe another video game coming out too as well. Their characters coming in fighting games. They have a board game coming out soon. It's really it's really cool because I go to the conventions and I see people dressing up. They have meetups and everything. It's just crazy how popular it is, compared to all these other big franchises, considering Rooster Teeth isn't this mega billion-dollar company, and they helped create something truly incredible, and I like that. That's really cool. I mean, I've always liked Rooster Teeth. I follow them from Red vs. Blue season 1, and I've watched everything that they put out, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger, and I'm really hoping for the best for them. But like I said, I went to the premiere. I wasn't sure what I was expecting because the show it said it had a runtime of about an hour and a half, which, yeah, it was about an hour and a half. It was a little late to start, I think, just because it's an event more than like an actual show movie time, so I think their timing was a little off. So pretty much it starts with the last 3 episodes of season 4. So it starts with episode 10, and then it has a little intermission in between each episode where it's like the DVD commentary. They're giving a little backstory of what the ideas that they had going into that episode, and what they wanted to really draw out and work on. And it's really cool to see that all the guys behind it, just how they worked through their ideas and story, and how they wanted to implement it and everything. So that was really cool to see that. I wasn't sure how the audience was gonna like it because, like I said, I went to AMC. They had the reclining seats, so it's not as many people as you could put in there. It was one of the smaller theaters, and they probably had, I mean, it was almost full except for the first 2 rows because nobody likes to sit in the first two rows. It was pretty. There was at least probably about 100 people in there, I would say, which is pretty good for a small little theater. The small ones with the recliner seats, because it's not, like I said, it's not as many seats. There's probably maybe 200 seats in that whole theater, and half are full. So that's pretty impressive, I would say, just for one showing. Considering that they have multiple showings, it's really cool to see, the fans come out, and you get to meet, other people, have a little dialogue as you're just sitting there watching. Especially when, like I said, when the first 3 episodes were playing, it was kind of quiet. People were kind of talking because it's like, yeah, we've seen it. We, know what happens. We had to have seen it. We're here for the 5th season. So yeah, it's, it felt different. But once they got into the character shorts that they had for Weiss and Blake, then it started, everyone started, really getting into it. You could feel the atmosphere being more positive. Everyone, really focusing on the movie. And once they started season 5, the first episode, which was so great, it had a nice little intro from Miles, and I mean, there's not much you could spoil about it because you'll see it anyways for free online. But yeah, it hit just the right tones. It definitely sets up a lot of things for the season, and it's nice getting a more lighthearted episode. I mean, there are still a lot of serious scenes and everything, but just having some scenes where it's like they take jabs and they have a little bit of fun. After all the stuff they've been going through, it's just nice to see that. So it was a good episode. Definitely see it. If I'm sure if you've already seen any of RWBY before, definitely are gonna see it anyways. If you haven't seen the show RWBY, it's spelled with a W instead of a U, so it's RWBY. Once you start watching it, you'll understand why it's spelled that way. But it's online. It's on Rooster Teeth YouTube channel. I mean, all the way up to see the whole season, up to 4 seasons. Check it out. It's really cool to see inspirations from all sorts of animation, and it's real. I think the best thing about it is seeing the animation evolve. It goes from something pretty basic to a little bit more intricate, to just now where it is it is up there as far as its style, its quality, and everything. And seeing the characters evolve, of course, is a great thing. But yeah, I would recommend it. If you have a chance, definitely check it out online. I think that all the showings are pretty much done, unless somehow they do a special where they do every episode, which that would be pretty impressive. But I don't think that it'll start dying out pretty fast as far as the hype. But it was worth it. I mean, I had my doubts, but it was pretty worth it once the episode started. Everyone was laughing, everyone was enjoying it, everyone was as invested in it as I was. And it's nice seeing that, because most of the time we watch these videos alone or with a couple people. It's not the same as watching it with 100 people that have the same interests as you. And it's just that community that's really great, which Rooster Teeth has one of the best communities around. Everyone is so nice and helpful, and it's really great. it's amazing what they've created. But yeah, so that's just a little review of what I went to see. In case you couldn't see it too well, I do have on top of my pops back there, I have the 4 main characters: RWBY, Weiss, Blake, and Yang, and of course I have the Beowulf right behind it, which is really cool. I kind of want to get the variants, but it's weird because Weiss doesn't have a variant right now, which is strange because Yang has her semblance with her eyes red and she's a little metallic-y, and Blake has her cat ears out instead of the bow on her head, and RWBY has her cloak, her hoodie on instead of just unhooded. Which usually when she puts the hood on, then it's like serious business. But yeah, man, I just can't. I want episode 2. I want the whole season. I just want, if they did it like Netflix, that would be great. But I'm probably gonna subscribe just so I could see, you know, the episode a week early, because previously I just waited the week and watched it on YouTube, because it's just more convenient that way, I guess. You know, instead of going to the website. I don't know. It's just me. It's stupid. Yeah, I'm sure. But besides that, of course, for those that are, I have a lot of new subscribers, which I'm over 120 subscribers now, which is great. Thank you guys. I just want to say thanks. I never did a 100 subscriber video, and I'm thinking of what I want to do. Right now I'm just giving away the codes, which I still got a couple. I have quite a few codes left for you guys, so definitely check out my videos and make sure you follow the instructions I give on those videos on how to get a code. Like I said, right now we're just mostly doing one pack each, and then if I get like a trainer box or something special, usually I'll give out the second code of that, because like I said, I keep the first ones, so keep an eye out for that. I'm thinking I might, if I keep this up as far as gaining subscribers, I'll probably do an actual physical giveaway, probably for about 200 subscribers. I'm thinking whether that's, you know, a Pokemon pack, whether that's a movie or even a digital movie, you know, just something related to me, whether it's, you know, a Funko Pop, a comic, you know, extras from my unboxings of the Funkos, you know, subscriptions, something, you know. I'll probably give something away. 200, maybe 250, you know. 250 is a nice little number, you know, quarter of the way there for 1,000, which I definitely want to at least get to 1,000, hopefully soon. Don't know when, but at this rate, probably in a couple months. So hopefully I'll start picking up some steam pretty fast. Hoping to work on my production value a little better. I do got to get better lighting for when I do my unboxings, but so far it's been okay. Nobody's really complained about it, so that's great. Thanks you guys, you know, for all the comments. Of course, you are following the directions to get the Pokemon cards. I do my movie reviews. If you're interested in those, you know, check them out. I try to, you know, give you a heads up of what to expect in the first minute, and whether it's worth your, you know, your dollar to go see it. This is something I'm trying to work on, compared to before, where I just ramble about the movie for, you know, 10 minutes or so. Of course, I do have my unboxings for the Funko subscriptions, and I do have my affiliation links down below, which $5 off if you want a Stan Lee box for your first month. It also helps me out, so I could get more boxes. So maybe I'd give some more of that stuff away. I also have my affiliation link with Pop in the Box, which has some great deals, especially if you want some pre-orders. It's the best pricing you'll get for pre-orders, mostly because they have if you buy 5, you only pay $40 for them. Shipping's usually only about $3 or $4, and most of the time you don't even get charged taxes. So you're pretty much, you know, getting them for a lot cheaper than what you'll get them in a store. So that's what I really like about them. They have deals on the rock candy. They have deals on pretty much all the Funko products. They have, especially for pre-orders, like I said. There are sometimes they get delayed a little bit, so you're not going to get them always on street date. But if you want to save a little money and you don't mind, you know, waiting a little bit, it's perfect. I also have my affiliation with Clutch Chairs, which unfortunately I haven't gotten one yet. I'm still working. I'm trying to save up a little bit right now. I'm focusing on the, you know, Pokemon TCG. I think when my chair actually breaks finally, then I'll really pursue, you know, getting a Clutch chair, which I'm probably just gonna wait until they have a really big deal. Hopefully during Christmas time they'll have nice, you know, like 20% off, 25, something like that off, and I'll probably end up buying my chair then. But for now, I've only sat in them from showrooms, which Fry's Electronics has a few, which are really nice. I gotta say, I like the fact that stores have them compared to like DX Racer, where, you know, you don't get to try them until you buy them, or if you have a friend that has them. And they're a little cheaper than DX. They usually have a lot of sales, like I said. My affiliation link will help me out, as well as help you guys out with some discount codes to get your own chair. And like I said, they're really high quality. They're the only ones right now that I'm looking at for my next chair, because they seem to be really great. Besides that, yeah, I'm trying to stay busy. Like I said, I got a lot more Pokemon TCG openings. pretty much every week I have almost a box I'll be opening, which will be broken down into parts. And till like the first week of November right now, I think I'm planned up to. I also have at the end of October, I have my Stanley's LA Comic Con I'm going to, which I have a 3-day pass. I'm not going to be filming too much on Friday. Friday is going to be mostly like my get stuff out of the way so I can enjoy Saturday and Sunday, because Saturday and Sundays looks like it's going to be pretty busy. I'm not sure exactly what, they haven't released the panels and everything yet, the program. So, but from their Facebook posts and everything about all the people that are coming, I'll probably be pretty busy. I got my giant book. Oops, can't really see it too well. Down there, the Marvel 75 years. I've been working on that, from getting signatures from anyone that's worked with Marvel. Just kind of making like a yearbook out of it, and there's gotta be a few more people I gotta lug that sucker around at the LA Comic Con. So definitely gonna get some more signatures on that. Gonna take my camera, gonna take all my setup. Like I said, more Pokemon, TCG opening. A couple movies coming up. Well, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna go see The Foreigner. I didn't see it tonight because I had the RWBY thing, and I totally forgot about the movie The Foreigner, and I didn't really have time to go see it tonight. So tomorrow I'll probably see that, maybe do a review depending on how good it is. If not, always check out my Twitter at DCWCore, one word. All the information is down below. My Facebook page, I don't really post too much on it. It's just extra, stuff, kind of, just to have stuff, just to make it, just to have it. But yeah, so that's, and of course you guys do have my email, so that's how you get your Pokemon TCG codes for online. You send me an email after you leave a comment on my YouTube channel. But I think that's pretty much it right now. I'm hoping to actually upgrade my PC pretty soon, get a better video card in it. Maybe even just get a whole new PC to maybe start streaming again. I did stream some stuff because I wanted to test out my internet back a couple months when I upgraded, and everything seems to work out pretty well. It's just, I don't know, like I think it gets boring after talking, for such a long time. But this video shows, I could talk for at least a good 20 minutes. But yeah, so if anyone's interested, if they want to promote their videos or anything like that, go ahead and, leave a link or comment. Talk to me on Facebook if you like. Twitter too as well. You could send me messages. If you want to, if you're trying to start off and you just want to, try to get your videos out there to a little bit bigger audience, hit me up. I wouldn't mind hosting a video on here just to help, show off what you can do to try to promote other people, because, I'm starting to pick up some steam. Pokemon's really helping me out. I only went so far with the movie reviews and the unboxings, but I'm hoping, everything comes together and I start giving out more, content for you guys. Well, more consistent content, because before, I would run with droughts for a while, and now everything's pretty set up pretty well. So definitely trying to focus a little bit more on this to, entertain you guys. But like I said, hit me up. You got questions, go ahead and ask. Even if it's just a random question, I don't care. Sometimes, I like answering random stuff. But yeah. So until next time, guys. Later.